Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Journeys to Red Island. Today we're doing Tyrannosaurus Rex that I named Terry because I kind of gave up on doing the naming of numbers. So no 6, no 7, no 8, so on and so forth. Pretty sure this would probably been no 9 or no 10 for Rex, but here we are. We're using the knockback resistant variant because, well, why are we using the knockback resistant variant? I'm confused. I mean, I like it. Knockback resistant doesn't really show the teeth. I like that, but normally I'd probably use fracture damage. They're still bulky. They have teeth showing, but they're bulky. I don't really like how thin attack damage is, but if you want to do more damage to someone as a Rex, probably do attack damage. But I really like how knockback resistance looks. They just look better. Now, normally I'd use something like, say, the skin that I bought, but I'm not a big fan of Aurora. I chose the frozen ones for a few other reasons. But, yeah. The Avalanche pack. Not a big fan of the Rex one. At least not for female. Male, maybe. I'm okay with male. Just a little bit. It makes them look flashy. I'd have to customize male a little bit to know how much I feel about him. But just from that brightness of electric blue, well, that's not electric blue. That is a form of blue, yes. I wouldn't say it's actually electric. No. Anyway, I chose stone because I like the idea of looking like there's moss growing on stone. Usually I like it being at the top as the moss that's growing, but it looks better to have the gray on the back and the moss is just on the legs. Anyway, back to points I need to make first. One of the things when looking into choosing your dinosaur, you have to see what their speed is. Are they going to be good at swimming speed or not? Who knows? Next is their stamina drain, their water drain, and then their health drain. Those are the 3 pools you need to look into whenever you're traveling to Red Island. Speed is a very important stat to remember as well. Now, if your creature can jump will be useful when it comes to that. Rex, we know for certain can't. I'll still press spacebar to triple check, but I'm very certain Rex can't jump. But I've been shocked with others before being able to jump. Anyway. Now, let's get into the meat of this. As you already know, that's what I'm going for. And now, abilities. Heads lie. Do they have anything that can allocate towards more stamina, stamina recovery? Those are things you gotta look for. But really, the only useful one is face tank, but it's only useful, just as a way of surviving more hits from someone that's attacking you when you're in the water. Senses, you're always going to want to have it increase damage. It's nice. Metabolism, now if they can make it to Red Island, Scavenger will make it to where Rex can thrive on Red Island. They're not secluded just to having fresh kills. They can also eat from carcasses that are spawned in on the map. So, a Rex potentially can thrive on Red Island. Hide. Increase bleed venom healing by 30. And this one, buckling while being carried, and stamina drains faster. Which, knowing some of the things that are in the water, like the dolphin, that will be useful. Call it a dolphin. The Tyrannosaurus. Those guys can impale you and just stick on you for a bit, so draining their stamina would be useful in that case. Now, Stomp. Not used for this. Strong legs. Still not useful, but nice to have. Now, for your tail attack, not going to be useful for this. Your vocal ability, deep rumble, I guess, but you're not going to use it. The only ability you will have equipped really is your bite. This would just be useful, like, as a I am nearly there. I am nearly there. But you know, vocal abilities need stamina, so you can't really use it. It's not gonna be helpful. Unless, say, you're on the second to the island, basically the island after this one, after the one ahead of us. If you're able to get to the large island that's in our pathing before Red Island, maybe use that. Alright, sorry about that. I accidentally hit my recording button, so it stopped the recording. But we're going to get back into it now, because we were just about to start getting ready to cross. Alright, the goal for Rex is to start their swim. Now remember, when crossing the water, what you gotta look for first is your movement speed while sprinting through. Rex, it's not bad. Stamina drain? The stamina drain's pretty quick on Rex. But so far, getting to this spot, it's not bad. It's not the worst. They're still one of the larger species that make it to island hopping. But as we all know, Rex can thrive on Red Island so far, from what we can tell. Now, I'm not against Rex's design. I do prefer the PT design, but a lot of people have mixed opinions on the Rexes. Some people really don't like the head shape of Rex. Some, it's the skins. I don't know. I don't know how people feel all that much about him. But, yeah. I don't play Rex often. I'm thinking about starting to play them. If Rex can make it to Red Island, I might actually make a Red Island Rex. I don't know. It would be very cool to see, and people will probably be very confused if Ed Rex can make it to Red Island. But yeah, here we go. Now that I I should actually just start talking about the other stuff. Alright. If y'all made it this far into the video, please let me know down in the comments below what I should name the next creatures. If I haven't named them yet. And as well as that, leave a like, dislike, comment down below anything else you want to do. Subscribe if you want to be ready for the next episode that comes out. Yeah, so far Rex is making good progress. Alright. Now, in the beginning of the video, I'll be explaining, the only time you're likely to use your vocal ability is at the start if you see creatures in the water. Always assume that there's going to be something in the water, though. It is not safe. This is a very popular crossing area for semi-aquatics, watching for other semi-aquatics making their way over to Red Island. So you gotta be prepared for that. And if you're choosing Rex as someone to go across Red Island, if they can even make it, from this video you gotta remember, base game dinosaur has nothing to do with server changes. So say you're playing on our semi-realism or realism server, they may have made changes to the Rex. There's no certainty if it can or cannot make it on other servers, but base game, they can or cannot. We will see. This is what this is to do. And who knows, the developers might see my content and be like, okay, we might need to fix that so Rex can or can't make it to Red Island. I don't know. Up to the developers at that point. But you know what, it's up for me to make it to the tooth of Red Island. As you all know, if you've stayed in tune for the other episodes and watched them all, I go from this point right here, heading to what I call the Tooth of Red Island, because it is shaped like a shark tooth. That is your map goal if you're looking at the map and heading towards it. Now let's do a little sprint. Start sprinting and making our way to the Tooth of Red Island. Looks like a shark tooth. Pretty cool. Now see how far Rex is in the water? I feel like Pycno should be that deep in the water too, but it isn't. Pycno feels a lot more backside heavy, so I feel like their backside should be deeper in the water, a lot like how Rex is right now. But for some reason, they're very buoyant and just float in the water. But look back at that video if you haven't seen it yet. You'll know what I mean. Pycno is very buoyant, for my opinion, and I don't know how I feel about it. The developers really did good with Rex, with how it its buoyancy goes in the water. But lo and behold, Rex can make it to Red Island. Wow. Rex has a lot of oxygen. Their oxygen depletion rate barely made a blip. So as we all now know, Rex can make it to Red Island. Now, I am now tempted to make a Rex to go to Red Island. I want to see how the Aurora skin on a male Rex is. I like that blue. I'd probably have that blue. Keep the lower half red or that darker blue. Well, I like that yellow, sandy coloration. Make them a Red Island menace. I feel more inclined to that one. I'll likely be doing this one for the fact of just it being a Red Island Rex. Using that brown. Now stripes is nice. It's not a bad coloration for stripes. I could go something like that, actually. It makes it still stay more red. Where's that blue coming from? It's coming from that. I'm not actually sure if that blue's coming from there. I'm confused. Huh. Interesting. That is very interesting. I think I'll be using that coloration. Sandy color? Yeah, sandy color. Blue. Keep the blue. Go sandy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this if I make a Rex to live on Red Island. So I'm gonna just put that there. They're gonna shrink, then grow up again. But now we're gonna go and check. Log out. Now that I got my plan for if I make a Rex for Red Island, we know what I'm doing. But now, the next creature we will be playing as, the next one we will be growing up, is none other than the Titan itself, Tyrannosaurus. Best option? Yeah, to me I like the bleed damage option. Venom and bleed healing is a solid option to go for if you're going for stats. But I like doing more damage with the bleed. So that's the one that you're more likely to choose. We'll make them female. Let's see, do we get any good random names? prime bark. I feel like that should be something that you name a Torvo, the PT Torvo, because they have that prime attack. TT. Now, you might be thinking I'm calling it TT for Tyrannotitan, but actually, my cat's name is TT. There's a story behind that. If you ever want to hear that story, leave it down in the comments below. But other than that, subscribe if you're wanting to see more content like this. I will see you with the next creature. Actually, it looks like I already have a TT, which I'll probably be using that one. Yep. Bone. Alright. I think that was a random name. So Bone the Titan. Alright, cool. I'll see y'all in the next video.